torque on dipole in uniform electric field. So this is the uniform electric field. I have drawn these parallel lines. So these are uniform electric field. This is the dipole which is placed, the dipole is placed like this. It's placed like this, obliquely at some angle theta to the electric field. The dipole is placed obliquely at some angle theta to the electric field. Now we know that the direction of dipole moment is from negative to positive. The direction of dipole moment is from negative to positive. Now, if you see that this angle theta is also the angle between the vector P and vector E. Vector P and vector E, the angle between vector P is dipole moment and vector E is electric field, is theta over here. Now, the distance between these two opposite charges minus q and plus q is 2L. So P will be equal to 2QL. The magnitude of vector P will be equal to 2QL. Now, if we consider plus q separately, we will see that it is a positive charge, so it will experience force in the direction of field. And considering negative charge separately, this is the negative charge, it will experience force opposite to the direction of field. Now, we had studied while studying electric field intensity that electric field is equals to F upon Q. Electric field is equals to F upon Q. So by the same formula, F can be written as Q into E. F can be written as Q into E. We know that we had studied formula E is equals to F upon Q. So by the same formula, we can say that F is equals to Q into E. Now, this is the Q and this is E. Now, see, P is dipole moment directed from, the direction of dipole moment is minus to plus q. Theta is the angle between P and E. See, P is in this direction, E is in this direction. So the angle between P and E is theta. So if this angle is theta, this angle, see, I have drawn a parallel line. I have drawn a parallel line to this line, dotted parallel line. So this line, dotted parallel line. So if this angle is theta, this angle will also be theta because the corresponding angles are equal. Now, if you see there is a triangle over here, this triangle. If you see there is a triangle over here. Now, if this is 2L, this is theta. If this is 2L, this is theta, then the component of 2L along theta will be 2L cos theta. And perpendicular to 2L cos theta will be 2L sin theta. If you want in this triangle, you can also apply cos theta and sin theta. So cos theta is equals to base upon hypotenuse. So you will be able to calculate this value. And sin theta, if you will apply in this triangle, so sin theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So you will be able to calculate the value of the perpendicular, which will be 2L sin theta. Both ways you can do it. Now, what I've assumed is, I have assumed the axis of rotation. See, this dipole, see, this plus q is in moving this direction, this minus q is in moving this direction. So what will happen is, this dipole will rotate like this. It will rotate like this. It will rotate. See, if this is the dipole, it will rotate like this. So the dipole will rotate like this, and due to this rotation, a torque will be developed on the dipole. So what I have assumed is, I have assumed the axis of rotation. Axis can be assumed anywhere. I have assumed over here. So according to me, now the dipole will rotate like this. Dipole will rotate like, it will rotate like this. It will rotate like this. So the axis I have assumed over minus q. Now the axis is at minus q. So the torque due to this force is directly at the axis. So the torque due to this force will be 0. So this force will constitute the torque. The force on plus q will constitute the torque. And this is the force, and the distance of this force. The distance of this force from the axis, the perpendicular distance, see the axis is over here, the axis is over here, this is the axis is over here. So the perpendicular distance of this force with respect to the axis will be this distance. Whenever we call it a perpendicular distance, we mean the shortest distance. So this is the force and this is the axis. So the perpendicular distance will be 2L sine theta. So we know the value of force, we know the value of perpendicular distance. So what we'll get, we'll apply the formula of torque. And before that, I will read it to you what I have written. Considering axis of rotation at minus q, force at minus q will not constitute torque. Why? Because this force is acting directly on the axis. Like if you have to open the door and if you apply the force at the hinges, the door will not open because that force is applied at the axis. Therefore, torque due to that force will be 0. The torque will be constituted by force at plus q. The perpendicular distance of force at plus q from the axis of rotation at minus q. The axis at minus q and the force is applied at plus q. So the distance between the axis and the force at plus q is 2L sine theta. And from the formula, force into perpendicular distance from axis of rotation, some mathematics over here, F into 2L sine theta, where F can be written as QE. So QE into 2L sine theta, 2L I am taking with Q separately, so this happens to be 2QL, E sine theta, and 2QL we have known it is P, which is dipole moment, magnitude of dipole moment. So we get P torque is equal to PE sine theta. Comparing it to a cross product of two vectors. Now if we compare this equation to be a cross product of two vectors, what we have studied as cross product? We have studied in cross product C is equals to A cross B, where the value of A cross B is AB sine theta n cap. N cap gives direction, it is the normal unit vector. Normal unit vector means the direction of n cap will be perpendicular to the plane of paper. It can be even outwards, it can be even inwards. How to determine it will be outwards or inwards? We will use right hand screw rule. I will move my fingers from A to B. And in whatever direction the thumb will point will give the direction of the n cap. So if we compare, So if we compare these two equations, these seem to be similar. Here A is vector, B is vector, P is vector, E is vector. Here theta is the angle between AB, here theta is the angle between PE, and it is sine of theta, it is also sine of theta. So there is a lot of coherence between the situations. So what I have seen that, what I have observed from this observation, I derived that torque, which is also a vector quantity, will be a cross product of dipole moment and electric field. Now if you did not consider dipole to be a vector quantity, then this equation would not have been derived. We would not have got the vector formula of torque. That is why it is a torque, dipole moment is considered a vector quantity in physics, because considering dipole moment is a vector quantity, we do not have a very strong logic behind that. We are just told that the direction of the dipole moment is from minus q to plus q, but we do not have any strong logic. So the logic comes from here. This equation. If we do not consider dipole moment to be a vector quantity, then the vector form of torque will not be derived. Why? Assume over here. See, we all know that torque is a vector quantity and it acts along the axis. So this is the axis, perpendicular to the plane of paper. So the direction of torque is either outwards or inwards. The direction of torque is not along the paper. It is not in the plane of paper. It is perpendicular to the plane of paper along the axis, whether outwards or inwards. I had taken this in rotational motion. Now, and E is in this direction. So if we do not consider P to be a vector quantity, then by this equation we get that whatever will be the direction of the electric field will be the direction of the torque. If we do not assume P to be a vector quantity, we will have to understand that the direction of torque depends upon the direction of electric field, and which is not possible because electric field lies in the plane of paper. We see that electric field lies in the plane of paper and the torque is perpendicular to the plane of paper. And how will we calculate the direction of torque? We will move our fingers. See, P is in this direction. So we will move our fingers from P to E and the thumb points inwards. So the direction of torque will be inwards. Perpendicular to the plane of paper, inwards. By right hand screw rule, if I rotate my fingers from P to E, the thumb is pointing downwards. That is, the torque is directed perpendicular to the plane of paper, inwards. Now, I am sure I have taken why dipole is to be considered a vector quantity. When is torque maximum and when is torque minimum, I will take in the next video. Thank you.